Coach, just first off, just you're 7 games into the season. Just kind of talk about the confidence in your offensive line and just the confidence level of those guys overall right now.
I think each and every week they find a way to improve, even though the statistics don't always show it. There's little things that they continue to improve on each and every week, and I think that when you have a good mixture of old guys and extremely young guys for them to continue to find ways to progress and develop each and every week. That's ultimately what you want. So we're getting the thick of it now. We got 5 games left. We got a tough road trip this week, and when you know that you're going in there with confidence, it's a great thing to have on your side.
Yeah, no doubt. I know your rotation's kind of pretty much set. I know you got some like Rusty Stats, Mason Brooks. Those guys kind of come in and kind of are rotational guys, depth chart guys. What do you like about those guys just coming in and kind of
They actually have the toughest job. They have the toughest job in all football, in my opinion, and that's just because they can come in cold and they have to go block someone who weighs 300 plus pounds. So that's not an easy task to do when you've been watching the game, and then all of a sudden your number gets called. But between Gunner, Rusty, and Mason, those are the guys that are. Those have the toughest job because they have to be paying attention. They can't just be looking in the stands or wondering what's going on. So, but each and every week they have to continue to develop, not only physically, but they have to take mental reps each and every practice. So for them, it's important for them to not only make sure when they're actually getting the physical reps that they're taking all the mental reps and playing the game in their head.
Yeah. Just talk about too. Obviously Ty's taking over the reins here at quarterback. I know he runs a little bit more, maybe a little bit more than Steven. I mean, how's your offensive line kind of adjusted with those, certain quarterback run plays?
We have a job. We're told what play to do, and we execute it to the greatest of our ability, and that's as simple as that. It doesn't matter what play is called. We will run it with the best we can.
Yeah. And just talk about Marshall's front. I know their defense is kind of like middle of the pack in the Conference USA, but I know they've got some pretty good linebackers. They got a pretty good defensive end. Talk about what they can bring defensively.
They have some good-looking people on defense. So it's important for you though to know that at the end of the day, they're still 19 to 23-year-old kids, just like we have, and we block some of the best defensive linemen each and every day in practice. So for us, it's I worked for a coach. And it's a faceless opponent, and we know that Marshall has been very dominant for a long time, and we know that this is going to be a tough test for us. And just like every other week, there's not one week where you can just take it easy, because you take it easy on anybody, then you end up getting embarrassed. So it's as I tell them, it's really not about them, it's about us and what we have to do to execute to win the game. And Marshall has a great front. There's no doubt about it. And they find different ways to get after the quarterback, and we have to be ready for it.
Yeah. You guys definitely had practice the last few weeks, taking on some good defensive fronts. So.
Yes, we have. And so it's a good warm up for us.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.